know that Illustrator is available as a web app? Crazy. Let's get into it. So first of all, how do you get here? If you go to illustrator.adobe.com, you'll be able to log in with your Creative Cloud ID. You can also open it by using the Creative Cloud desktop app. And notice I just went to illustration and I'm looking at Illustrator, and you can see these are all the different variations. So the desktop, the iPad app, and web. So if I click that, it's going to go ahead and let me open that in my browser, and I can get there like that. And it does have some differences between the desktop app. It also has a lot of the same features. So the convenience here is that you can edit anywhere, even if you don't have access to your apps on the device you're on. Really handy. Now from our home, you can see we have all of my recent files that have been saved to the cloud. So anything that I've saved to the cloud is available directly here in the web. You can also use this as a quick way to make edits in shared documents. And you can tell if something is shared if you see that icon right there. Now, if you're sharing a document, only one of you can edit at a time. It won't let you open it if someone else has it open. Another feature on this home page is some of the learning. So I'll click on the Learn tab. Many of these things have sample files, they have on-screen guidance right in the workspace, or videos. So these are really handy to get you going, to get to know everything. But let's give you a little overview. I'll go ahead and create a file. Opens up my most common, or I can do a custom size. I'll go ahead and just do a square to get us going. And so much like Illustrator, on the left-hand side, we have our tools. On the right-hand side, we have our panels and windows. So you can mouse over each of these and see what they do. Those icons are very similar to what you see on the desktop app. So if you know one, you'll be able to transfer that knowledge. I'm going to click up here and rename this document, because remember, this is going to save to the cloud. So I want to be able to see it. Now, if I go over here, I could immediately open this in the desktop app. So pretty handy. Let's just start with some simple shape drawing. So as soon as I click on the shapes, it drops down. I don't have to click and hold like I do the desktop app. So I'll go ahead and draw a shape. Now notice my contextual taskbar is opening up. I can hide that bar by clicking those three dots if I want to. Now to change the colors, there's my fill color. I can use any of these swatches. I can use the color picker, the color wheel. I can eyedropper if I know the hex code. So super easy. And then here's my stroke color. And so I can add any stroke color or none. And so drawing additional shapes, the same shape drawing rules are true. So if I hold down my Shift key, I will get a perfect circle. And notice it always reverts back to my selection tool. Drawing my star, I'll keep that constrained. Now if I want to change my sides, I use this dialog right here to change it. And now that we're on our selection tool, I can move these around. And if I want to resize, I just use that bounding box. Again, holding Shift if I want to keep that in proportion. Now already you can see we have some quick tools and suggestions that are popping up. So if I select all of these, I can align. I just hit Command Z to undo. I can combine shapes, or if you like using the Shape Builder, I can use the Shape Builder just like I would on the desktop. So holding down my Option key will remove, and dragging will unite. And then I just click Done, and it will be created. Now, other fun tools to play with are the drawing tools. So in here, we have the pencil, the pen, and the quick pen, as well as the blob brush. So the blob brush creates shape. I have a basic style that I can use with it. brush settings will let you go a little more advanced with that. And remember, with the blob brush, one, it will unite with other objects, and you basically create a shape. Let's go back and let's go to our pencil tool. So I'm going to just use my pencil tool, and of course I need to flip my stroke so you can see that drawing in real time. Now, one of the things that is different is on the desktop app, I can kind of pick up and redraw. I can't do that on the web app. So if I don't like the way I've drawn, I can just command click and select it and then start deleting things. The pen tool works very much the same way as it does on the desktop app. I add points. I click and drag to get my direction handles. The quick pen tool is something completely different. So with the quick pen tool, I get the option between that continuous arc or a straight line or a sharp corner. So that's kind of the difference with that. It's a fun tool to play around with, and you can always place images, do extra artboards, and type content. So that should give you a little overview of some of the things you can play with inside of Illustrator from the web.